Welcome to Peaceful Streaming. I am going to do a little PowerWash Simulator, and I might actually, depending on how I feel, because as usual, I'm sick, I may play a little of House Flipper, the luxury DLC. So we'll see. Okay, so I've got the skate park. I've got the tree house. Hang on one sec. And I do have also an RV. So I'm trying to remember. I think that I will start with a skate park. And I wonder if I can finish that. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I mean, I think that's probably like another couple hours. So I might clean some of the skate park, then the RV, and then see. I really don't know anything about the House Flipper luxury DLC. I haven't played House Flipper in a couple weeks because I actually need to sit down and figure out what I'm doing with this house I bought to flip in the gardens. And actually the house is really causing me problems. So I need to figure that out. So I guess I'll finish that part. I mean, I suppose I possibly could finish this today. It's hard to tell. But man, this new power washer is so great. It's just works almost as well as using cleaner. I mean, at least compared to the last one I was using. So I really like it. And did I get all the floor under here? I think so. Let's see. Okay, so now it's getting a little tough. Well, not that bad. I mean, I was watching, my son was playing this on his mental health stream yesterday. And so I was watching him play like the backyard, the first job, outside the van. And I couldn't believe how hard it was compared to and how much less effective the power washer was than this one. I was like, wow, that's kind of painful actually. And this game may have some replay value, but it definitely would be tough to go back to that first power washer without wanting to just cry. Okay, I think I'll switch the red to get rid of the, I guess, bits of graffiti that didn't come off. I finally talked to a friend today from the chemistry department. Since she went to a slightly different area of chemistry, and we were having knitting club. Actually, we started that before she left. So at lunch we'd knit, and then when the pandemic started, we kept on doing that. And even when I got my new job that I'm in now, I kept doing that. And then over the summer, things got so crazy with me taking on um, with the new vice chancellor starting and helping me facilitate that and everything. And I just kept telling her, I just can't do anything for a while. It was really nice to talk to her. And she's actually on campus. It sounded like almost every day. I actually didn't pin her down on that, but she said what's weird though is that it's still really quiet, even though the students are back. I mean, since there are research labs, actually, I mean, technically, most of the grad students were there through the pandemic. I mean, they couldn't just stop the experiments. You have to, you have to keep going, or else you lose, a huge amount of work. Could be years worth. So, it wasn't completely quiet. But I was there when I went to pack. Well, I was there for a couple of times, but the last time I guess was when I went to pack up my stuff. When I got the new job, and it was dead quiet then. So even though there were grad students and faculty, researchers and everything, you still just, you didn't see people in the hall. She said it's not, definitely not back to how it used to be, and it doesn't sound like it's going to be. A lot of people are going to work from home. Even the dean, I guess, isn't in every day, which is kind of interesting. So I think a lot of people just found, especially if they have kids or elderly parents, anyone they need to take care of, or help in any way, that it was just so much easier to work from home. I mean, there were people I knew who had these long commutes. Both are retired, but there were two women who carpooled, and it took them over an hour each way. So it was, you can imagine that if you have that kind of commute, then to have the option, at least, to work from home is a big help. My commute is like 15 minutes. So, but still, you have to get up, get dressed in like normal clothes. And, well, I have to say, you don't have to be there at a certain time the way you used to. So, because no one else is there. So, unless there's a specific thing, like we had something last week that did start at a specific time and I had to set stuff up or help set stuff up by a specific time because people were coming in person. But, for us at least, that hasn't happened very often. I mean, in some departments, it happens more often, but even my friend was saying that the development department, which is, basically they deal with donors and stuff in chemistry, they're only in like 1 or 2 days a week. So things are still not back to normal as far as events. It's still very much a work in progress. So everyone's just kind of feeling their way along. There are certain protocols you have to follow if you have an event, especially an event with food. So for instance, last week when we got lunch or ordered, catered lunch, you can't have anything that's shared. So everything has to be, everyone has their own box lunch. And trying to think. Like we had, my boss brought stuff in for breakfast, but you still, I mean, the rules are that, you just, I mean, I hadn't gone into them too much because, to be honest, I wasn't initially supposed to be the one organizing this. So I was just kind of going by the seat of my pants and hoping that I wasn't breaking any of the rules because it was all pretty last minute. So it's complicated. Yeah, so my friend said that the reason really she comes in is because she feels like she works better in the office, which I definitely can relate to. However, I pointed out to her probably the reason why she's willing to work in the office more than I am willing to work in mine is because she's got these huge windows next to her. Yes, Mike, it is complicated, and I am totally embarrassed that I didn't. I'm usually the kind of person who like does everything right, like reads all the information, and you know, windows are nice. I know, but yeah, it's I just felt like I just didn't have the handle on this thing. Probably because I did it the last minute and I had so much else going on. But I was like, well, as long as no one's complaining, then I guess I'm good. But yeah, I have. So when I was in chemistry, so I sat in a center room, and there were offices, on like three sides of me, and they all had windows. And so none of the doors was solid. So even if people weren't in, I, had light coming in. And the new place I'm in, so I have a little office. It's an inner office. It has like a window onto the hall. But the thing is, it's the same situation where if people are in the offices and have their doors open, then I get some light coming in. The problem is no one's there anymore. So basically, all the light that's coming in is from the horrible fluorescent light above me, which is really weak. So I was saying to my friend, I really don't like working in my office. Not to mention there's no one there. I mean, it's pretty. I'm actually surprised at how many people are still working at home for what, the length of time there. So it's, I kind of thought that when the students came back, that it would just be like pretty much 100%. But what is this thing? Is this like, I guess that's supposed to be there. I keep thinking that I missed some dirt. But I noticed when I was there, I think it was last Wednesday, I had to go from the building we're having the retreat in. I dropped some stuff off and back to the office. And I thought, wait a minute, this is Wednesday at a little past noon. And relatively speaking, the You know, the walks outside Memorial Glade are totally dead. I mean, relatively speaking, there were people, but compared to what it normally would have been, because it was in between classes, and of course it being lunchtime, normally have a lot of staff. It's weird. Who's outside our door? Oh my God, did my son order some food? I don't know. That's weird. I hope he realizes it if he did. So normally you have a lot of staff that are walking around at lunchtime. And so things are definitely not back to normal. It's, what is this person doing? So I've got a nice big window here in the living room. Trying to remember, I did order, oh, I know what it might be. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I ordered some tape this morning because I have MS and I get knots in my back. And I did pay a little extra money for it to come today just in case I got a really bad time. Had a really bad time. You never know. Because I've somehow run out of tape. So anyway. But, oh, this thing's finicky. Picking up the ladder. It's like you have to be further away, I think. There we go. So I guess things are not back to normal yet. I mean, and actually I don't think they ever will be. I thought there was, oh, so there's nothing up there. You know why? I think I remember yesterday, did I kind of like walk along on one of them I kind of walked along I can never get up on that ladder. Kind of walked along it. Okay, so I know there's dirt over here. So I'll go up there. Okay, I'm not going to fall down. But I guess people are trickling back in. Oh, geez, it's almost not worth getting up on the ladder. I guess people are trickling back into offices in general, but not so much into retail establishments and restaurants, because a lot of those people were like, you know what? I just realized I was working long hours and being abused by customers for very little money. And I don't want to go back to that. Having worked in retail, I can completely understand that. So a lot of people are like retraining and getting into new professions. Okay. I never worked food. Well, I worked food service when I was in college. I never worked as wait staff though, because I just am a klutz. So I could not see myself successfully making it from a kitchen across a room, carrying stuff and not dropping it. So, but I did have friends who worked in the restaurant business, and it's a pretty tough business. I mean, a certain type of person really likes it because there's someone who's very, very social. But I kind of found it tiring when I'd hang out with them because, for one thing, they were doing coke, so that was not good. I mean, it was fine for them, but just not for me, mainly because it doesn't go well with ADHD. But also it was just because they were so wired, just in general, not even from coke, after service was over. And I had that when I was at a internet, a TV station, a newsroom when I was in college. And so the second newscast ended at 11:30. And it was like you were so keyed up that even if you went home, you could not go to sleep for a while. So it's like you're really turning, turning your, you're turning your sleep cycle around. So it just didn't seem healthy to me, at least not for me. But it is fun for some people. I guess especially if you enjoy cooking. Ooh, I think I'm, falling a little. I wonder if I'll be able to get this, or I have to like reposition. Okay, so I'm doing one of those things that really wouldn't happen in real life, but that's the way it goes. Okay, so this is the wall, which is done. So let's see. Trying to think of, well, you know what would be fun is to do the top of that arch. I know I'm doing an ADHD thing where I jump from place to place. I try not to do that, but I mean, it does look like fun. There. Oh, that could be interesting. I wonder how many times I'll fall off. Huh. I'm being careful. Cool. I like how they did put stuff in the distance and not just, and not just the city skyline. So my son has a job interview tomorrow, and he did not get dressed up for his Best Buy interview, his Geek Squad interview. But they made him an offer anyway. So, but his kind of mentor that he did work for helped out the tech guy at his high school in the summer when they had to fix the kids' Chromebooks. Said, okay, you should wear, what did he call them? Dress pants, I think. So my son and husband went to Costco, and I think that's where they got them. I was saying TJ Maxx. My husband's like, well, we have to go to Costco anyway, let's see. And I was like, oh, God. Because you can't try stuff on at Costco. Oh, I better make sure that he actually tries them on. Because he couldn't have tried, oh, for crying out loud. He couldn't have tried them on. They don't even know if they fit. I can't believe it took me like an hour and a half to realize that. So I guess we better find out. Hope maybe he pulled them on over his jeans or something. I don't know. Jeez. I would assume they had thought of that. I can't assume. So I'll have to ask them. So this is kind of more a real interview than the Best Buy one. I mean, I tried to get him to dress up a little more for the Best Buy one, but he wasn't having it. But he listens to his mentor, so that's fine as long as he listens to someone. So the Best Buy one is like an intake job. It's Geek Squad. But so you're the person at the desk where when the customer comes and says, okay, this isn't working and I need you guys to repair it or fix it or find out what's wrong with it or whatever, or install a new hard drive or, whatever it is. And he's the one who asks the questions, especially when, it's an unknown as far as what's wrong with it. So he's the one who asks the questions and keys the information into the system so that the guys and girls who are actually doing the repairs and, more of the diagnosis have something to go on. So, the idea being that he would learn a lot and then hopefully could at some point get into one of the repair jobs. But the other job that he's interviewing for tomorrow is actually it's for a moving company that they move a lot of offices. So he would be, I guess, breaking down, desktop and phone setups and printers, packing them up and then reinstalling them at the new place. So that's actually closer to doing, actual tech work. So, problem is that they're both part-time. So, luckily he doesn't have to support himself at this point. But, so they're either one of them would be a starter job. So that's fine. He actually had a job when the pandemic started as a host at a kind of gourmet burger restaurant. And of course, when everything shut down, no more host job. But he also had only been working there a few weeks. So he did not have really significant work experience. So I'm glad he's gonna, at least get started. Now I'm too far away from this. I might have to use, I don't like using the red one, but I can't see how I could get on the ladder and kind of do upside down like this. So. So my baby's getting his first job, his first real job, one or the other. Meanwhile, I applied for a new job. We'll see what happens. Obviously, I have one, but things are changing in the department that are not really positive changes in my view. So. But I have to say, I feel very lucky that I was able to just work from home during the pandemic. I'm really, really lucky. So, my husband too. So, we had nothing happen to our finances. So, it's really, I'm really grateful still about that. This is interesting. How am I now at the top of the curve? I guess it's going okay. Let's see. This is really weird, this upside down. It's a little awkward. Yeah, it's definitely a little awkward. I feel like it's a little hard to get the best angle. Okay, I think I need to use the red. There's not much. I just feel like this is a little complicated. Well, I actually could use the yellow. Well, it's pretty far away. I think I need to use the red. I probably don't need to get too nitpicky because the game will probably finish it for me at a certain percentage, but I do like to do a lot myself as much as possible. Okay, so we've got, okay, there's a pretty big amount over there. Probably have some on the other side of the arch too. I don't remember if I got that. Okay, I probably didn't because otherwise I think this probably would be finished. Oh, there's only a tiny bit left. Maybe I did do the other side? I just missed a little, I think, right? Oh no, I actually missed a fair amount. Okay, like this whole, but I bet I won't be able to finish the whole thing before it finishes it for me. Yep. I had a feeling. So I wonder, so I'm going to finish the rest of like the base of this because it seems like I should. Oh, okay, the top is actually black. Okay. I thought I was having really bad luck cleaning the dirt. The red looks kind of weird next to the pink. Is it just me? Is it orange? No, it's really red. I'm kind of picky about colors. It was so funny when my son was playing this yesterday. He's like, yeah, I'm just going to do an hour because I kind of want to, you know, I probably want to play this game on the mental health stream every week, so I don't want to use it up. And then like 20 minutes past this time I walked by, I was like, it's hard to stop, isn't it? It's like, can be really hard to stop this game because you're just, I don't know, unless you finish a job. Then it's not as hard. But then a lot of the time they have something pop up where there's something new and very often fun for you to clean. Like the Mars rover on Mars, or yesterday, what was it? So I can't remember what the first, I get the feeling there were like 3 small vehicles. I might be getting that wrong, but there was definitely a motor car, I guess they called it, with a sidecar. And there was also a one of those really old-fashioned bicycles that has the huge wheel. And then, you know, I'm trying to remember it, the 2 little wheels in the back, I think. So that was fun. I think I stopped after that, although I was kind of tempted to do the SUV. Wait a minute, I keep thinking there was another vehicle. Okay, so that was the van. So that was the dirt bike. No, that was not yesterday. Okay, there was an SUV, motorbike, and a sidecar, and the penny farthing. That was hard because everything's so thin on that it was hard to, really hit anything. It was a little tough. But so those, I was just like, oh, I'll just do this one. Oh, look what I have they gave me to clean. I'll just do this one. So it was fun though. But yeah, it's really hard to stop because you're like, oh, it's not done. I'll just do a little more. Little more. I'll just do a little more. And it's calming. Like I'm doing Noom, the weight loss thing. And so my coach was like, so what challenges are you facing this week? And I was like, I'm very stressed. I haven't started stress eating yet, but I'm very stressed. And she said, well, what are you doing to get rid of the stress? And I was like, well, there's this computer game I play that's really relaxing. And I don't think I've heard back from her yet. She was probably expecting like yoga or meditation or exercise or I don't know, something. So she'll probably just say, oh, that's nice. If that works for you, that's fantastic. So that kind of does. I did gain some weight over the pandemic. I think mainly because I wasn't getting enough exercise. So I really need to start doing that again. We have that Nintendo, no, not Nintendo. Yeah, Nintendo Switch. I think I need the ladder to get this railing. I forget what the game is called. It's got a like a wheel and that you hold and then you strap on something around your leg, and the thing around your leg and then the wheel have like holders for the controllers for the Switch. So works pretty well. And you end up doing a lot of squats, which is tricky for me because I have herniated discs. So far, I haven't screwed anything up big time. And so you do get a really good workout in a short amount of time. It will not let me go further. No, it won't. So there's that, but I really should go. It's really ridiculous because we live in a neighborhood that's fantastic for walking, but I haven't been walking. So I need to start doing that because I know once winter comes and it's rainy and chilly, I won't want to do it. So I hear them talking about the pants. Oh, am I actually able to reach that from here? Oh, wow, that's great. This one is really, I love this 3rd generation power washer. Let's see. Okay, it won't let me. No, it's like, no, you have to get back up on the ladder. You can't just walk over there. Okay. I used to love walking on campus at lunchtime, though. It's so beautiful. But it also was because a lot of time I was stressed and I just like had to get out of the office. So, but I used to get a lot of really good exercise climbing up the hill back to chemistry. Back from, usually get some bubble tea or something. And so that's not happening anymore. So now that I kept thinking, well, things are going to go back to normal and then I'll be walking on campus. Well, so that's not going to happen. So now I have to get serious about it. I haven't had any problem buying like more lounge clothes because, you know, I have internalized the fact that I'm going to need more of those than regular clothes. But I somehow haven't managed to get myself to admit that I need to actually start exercising at home more. Funny how that works. I think I'll move this. Yeah, I'll move it there. So my son and I tested out last night after I finished streaming. We're going to do on his channel because it's definitely not the right content for peaceful streaming. We're going to do multiplayer System Shock 2 for, you know, basically for Halloween. And it was weird. I played it when it came out. And I'm almost afraid to look and see when that was. I think it was sometime in the 90s. I'm pretty sure. No, wait a minute. System Shock 2. I don't remember. You know what? The problem is I'm mixing up the first time I played it and didn't finish it, because I haven't finished it yet, with the last time I played it, because I didn't finish it because I actually got too scared to finish it myself. And my son was making fun of me, and I was like, yeah, just wait till you hear those sounds. He did like a fantastic job with the sounds, you know, the sound work. It's just really scary. So, but of course he won't be by himself like I wasn't by myself, but you know, so he won't have quite the same experience. It's a pretty creepy game when you're by yourself. So I understand why they didn't want to put multiplayer on. Same thing with like Subnautica, because it's really not the same story then. I totally understand that. But the fact is that people like to play games together, and you know, especially you want to play a game you really love with you know, with someone else, so you can enjoy their enjoyment of it, or in this case, not get scared. But I said to him, you know, there are some really good graphics mods so that things don't look quite so bad. And he was like, no, I really want it to be, how did he put it? He didn't say in its pure state, but I forget how he put it. Maybe the original, you know, or something like that. And I was like, okay. And then, so we had to each go through the, like the training in the beginning of the game, you know, basically the tutorial. And so then we got to where we were both in the actual beginning of the game, and he's like, "Oh my God, you're right. The graphics are so bad on on the player character. See, the things you didn't normally see your player character, but the monsters are one of the things that. Why does that still look dirty? It's not, I know, but the monsters are one of the things that people did graphical improvement mods for, and they're pretty bad, and so I knew that we were going to want it, but maybe he'll change his mind because they're like, I don't even know how to describe it. They like your character's head literally has like 6 planes tops. So you look like, I can't really think of a good thing to compare it to. But I mean, it's really, really bad. It's like these 6 or so flat planes stuck together to make a head. And so it's just, I mean, I'm not sure even by the standards of the day, whenever it came out. Trying to put myself back to that time. I think I really need to figure out when it came out, but I'm trying to think of something that came out at the same time. Oh, so what came out, I think, after it. I think EverQuest came out after it or about the same time. And I think EverQuest was slightly better in the player and like NPC models. But it's bad. It's really bad. But so we'll see. I don't know how long, whether he's going to stick with the no mods thing all the way through. But we actually need him to get his work schedule at Best Buy. And then hopefully we can set up some kind of schedule to try to get it done this month, because we're already halfway through the month. We're going to have to like play it on a weekend day, I think, like a few hours at least. But so as I said, we're going to stream it from his channel, the Meme Queen, and that ought to be fun. Or at least interesting. I think it'll be fun. And he's very kindly said that since I'm not great with guns, he's going to take that, instead of taking the hacker class, he's going to let me take that. And, or the psionic, I can't remember how they go. He said one of us has to, be a, actually have weapons. So he's going to take it, which I greatly appreciate. I'm not horrible with guns, but it's definitely not my forte. I think I did. I can't remember what kind of character I used the first time around, but I guess we'll see. It was kind of cool when we logged onto it last night. I was getting all kinds of like, oh my god, I remember that types of feelings. But he was like, just zip past the tutorial. I'm waiting to start. So it didn't look as bad as I thought it would, but maybe that's because I was looking at some images from the original System Shock recently. Oh god, that was painful. So System Shock 2 is obviously an improvement. interface for System Shock was pretty hard to use, I thought. It might just be me. Can't remember. I don't think I finished System Shock all the way through. And in those days, there were many fewer games than there are now. But somehow I still never got around to finishing it. Okay, so I'm gonna have to move this. I don't think it matters where I move it because I don't know how much more I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do the SUV. So I'll just put it there. Not that it will be there next time I start the game up, but so I think, okay, it finished it for me. I'll finish this. Okay, or the game will finish it for me. I think, I don't know why that, it's weird. I was so excited to do the treehouse, and for some reason it just, I don't know, it doesn't jazz me as much. It just seems a little gloomy, I guess. I'm imagining things, but I don't know. It just seems, plus it's a pain. The wood really is difficult. I wonder if there's more wood cleaner in the shop. The problem is it does go really quickly. I think I do have a soap thing on this one though. Okay, so I could be really good and do like underneath. I think I'm okay. I think I'm gonna go finish the house. So I'm totally cheating in doing the easy stuff or the interesting stuff. What is this? This is a research table. Research table. It's got like clamps and stuff. Okay. So I'll finish the house. So I'm totally cheating. I'm doing the interesting stuff first. And then I'll be so sorry because then I'll have all the other stuff to do. So I think I'll do the house and then I will start doing the fence. So I'll do mixed, like some interesting stuff and some boring stuff. By the way, did you try the pants on? I know, I'm streaming.
Yeah, no, I went to the changing room.
They have a changing room in Costco?
No, we didn't go to Costco.
Oh.
We went to Marshall's and Burlington's.
Oh, okay.
You're unmuted, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
mean, it doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
But,
Okay. So thankfully, he did get to try them on. Because they went to, I didn't even know there was a Burlington coat factory around here. I don't shop a lot in person because of having MS. It's just too exhausting. It's just way too exhausting. Unless for somewhere special, like, you know, when we went on a cruise. Of course, then I was pregnant and could barely stay awake. But, so I mostly shop online. It's just not worth it for me to go somewhere, find out they don't have what I need, go somewhere else, find out they don't have what I need. I used to love shopping, but it's just not one of those things. The enjoyment is offset by the exhaustion. So guess I've been cured of shopping. Yeah, my son actually started college in August. And I mean, it's not exactly a secret. He suffers from depression. I do too, and we have a YouTube channel, so it's not exactly hidden. And we talk about our stuff and everything. And so both of us had trouble, or have had trouble during the pandemic, just being, isolated from our normal socializing. And so he's still struggling a little. Oh God, I have something. I'm not like crying or anything. I just have something in my throat. And wow. So he did like 2.5 weeks of classes, and he was like, I want to drop out. I just can't do this anymore. Which was not a huge surprise because he had been like dreading starting. Even though he got good grades last year, he really did a great job. Buckled down, was very, what's the word I'm looking for? Was very disciplined, did his work, and I said got decent grades. And my husband and I were like, well, okay, that's what you need to do, then that's what you need to do. I mean, so he withdrew from classes. I think he still has, like, technically he's still a student, but I believe at the end of the semester he has to decide whether he's going to go back and take classes or withdraw from the school altogether. So not really, whatever he wants to do is what he wants to do. It's his life. I want him to be happy, whatever, however he wants to do that. My husband and I will support him. I mean, everyone in my generation, in my family, went to college. My mom went to college. My dad went to college for like a semester and had undiagnosed dyslexia. So he dropped out, and but college is kind of like college education is kind of revered in my family. And so this has been an interesting period. I decided I wasn't going to explain it to my family. And then my son was like, oh, I'm going to get on the next family call and tell everyone so that you don't have to deal with it. I was like, well, okay. And he told them. It wasn't like it was the way he said it was not like aggressive, but it was extremely confident. So it was pretty clear that he was not looking for anyone's input. So that was interesting. But he loves working with computers. He was going to major in computer engineering. I mean, of course, he might still end up doing that at some point. But he likes actually working with them, like hands-on. And he just, at this point, wasn't ready to do like 3 years of classes that had nothing to do with it, and then classes that were all theoretical. I don't think he would have a class where he was actually touching any computer component till at least his 3rd year. So I totally understand. I actually tried to get him to do a gap year. Starting like 3 years ago, I started saying to him, you can take a gap year. He was like, no, I just want to get it over with. So, but it's pretty cool that he has already been offered one job and might get offered another. I'm not sure exactly. Like, if he got offered the not Geek Squad job, I think he would take that one, and then he'd have to tell the people at Geek Squad, I'm sorry, but I actually got offered a job where I am going to be doing tech stuff instead of just doing the intakes. So I said to him, that happens. You know, I was a manager in retail. It happens that you offer the job to someone, they get ready to start, or they start, and then some other job that they had been, simultaneously applying for, which is a better deal, gets offered. That happens. They'll understand if you can give them enough time to find and hire someone else, hopefully, then there won't be any hard feelings. So it'll be interesting. I'm just happy for him. I'm really happy that even though he doesn't have much work experience at all, he is getting these opportunities. So I mean, the funny thing is, I've said to him, I majored in English literature. I have never used my degree at all. I don't know why I majored in English literature. I got talked into it by a very charismatic English teacher. So I changed from library science, which is what I went to that school for, to English lit, and had absolutely nothing I could do with it. Unless I wanted to go into publishing, which I didn't. Or unless I wanted to be a teacher, which I didn't. Although subsequently, like years later, I did start getting my master's in education. But then my ex-husband refused to, after I used money that my grandfather had left me, my grandmother. And when that ran out, he's like, yeah, I'm not spending money on you getting your master's, because I don't want you teaching in these really bad areas. There is a reason why he's my ex-husband. So, and then, even though we broke up, once I got MS, I didn't think about going back to it, because I just could not see being like a primary or secondary school teacher with MS. It just did not seem doable. So what does this house remind me of? Reminds me of something. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of. It reminds me of some architecture that's typical of some place. Like one floor probably would be somewhere warm. I guess it just looks like some kind of hut, which I guess it actually is. Did I get the lamp done? No. Oh, wow. Going this direction, there's a lot of stuff I missed. I think I should probably crouch. Okay, well, that's coming off pretty well. I love that waterfall. That waterfall is so awesome. I'm getting one of those upside down things again where it makes me a little queasy. Okay, I think I can stand up. You know what I could do, actually? This house is actually going to take me longer than I thought it was. Yeah. So maybe what I think I'll do, I'll go up and do a little bit of the roof. If I can get the ladder to... Okay, come on. What's going on? There. Yeah. God, that's finicky. I'm gonna go up on the roof. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. That's fun. Yeah, so I'll break this up. This project up by doing some roof stuff. Looks like I may need... Yeah. Suppose I could use metal cleaner. It's not much. Oh, actually, that's not true. It's that line all over there. So I maybe could use like one bottle. Let's see. Okay. Can't remember. Do I put the... Did I actually buy the soap one? Yes, I did. Okay. Prima Vista 3000 soap nozzle, cleaning liquid, metal. I have no idea how much I actually have. Oh, I have a whole bottle. That does take that off pretty nicely. Oops, I'm falling. Okay, I think, yeah, that's, seems I've got most of it. Now, what is the roof made out of? Multi-purpose, which of course I don't have. Wait a minute. Do I have to put anything back? No, I have the extension. Okay. I wonder how much multi-purpose is now in the store. 2? That's all? Oh my God, what about wood? 1 in stock. Oh my God, you're kidding. These, you know, that just shows you cannot count on the cleaner. You really can't. Hmm. Okay, let's see. At least tomorrow's Friday. I'm trying to think. What do I need to do this weekend? Probably a lot. I think I need to start thinking about... Oh, I didn't realize that much of it was metal. I need to start thinking about ordering the materials I need to make gifts for the holidays. Ooh, yeah, especially if there's like shipping problems. I wonder if I may have to make like alternative plans as far as what I was going to make. Huh. Yeah, that's what I need to do. I have it on my calendar for either this weekend or next weekend. Put it on like last year to order supplies. I also was thinking of making Christmas pudding for the first time, and you really have to make it like 2 weeks from now at the most, I think. But I'm not really sure what kind of conditions you are supposed to have for, you know, where you put it while it's developing for like 5 or 6 weeks or whatever. And it might be one of those things that I'm like, I make it and I'm like, you know, I could have just bought it on Amazon or whatever. But I feel like I need to make it at least once in my life. Maybe I should do it in a year where I'm not like totally swamped at work. I don't know. The thing is the ingredients are not cheap too. So, oh, and one of the things you need is suet. Like, well, you can get that from your local butcher. I was like, yeah, I'm sure the people in Safeway the butchers in Safeway will be like, oh yeah, sure, we'll save suet for you. Like this is not. If you live in like a nice country village, sure. We live in a city next to another city next to another city. I mean, granted, it's kind of like a suburban city, but still. It's not like we know our butcher's name and, you know, it's just not the same. So. Okay, that part's done. So is this one, is that metal? No, that is the roof, like shingles. I assume that's the same. Yeah. Okay, so it's just this. I think what I'm gonna do is, oh my God. How, am I supposed to be able to get that gnome? I'm not a huge fan of gnomes, but am I supposed to be able to get him? I don't know. I doubt it. Okay. But anyway, so I'm going to, I think, do that. Was it the SUV? No, it's not an SUV. It's an RV. And then maybe play, it's still pretty early. Maybe play a little PC simulator. Because started that last night. A new playthrough. And it was kind of nice. I know it's not as popular as this game because it's been out a while, but I feel like if I brush up on this stuff, then I will feel less stupid when I'm talking to my son about it. Okay, so let's do the RV. Let's see, career mode. That's new since I haven't gone there yet. I don't know how long that's going to take. Okay, Aura Smith and Jenny Pebbles. Doc, we'd like you to meet our trusty RV before we settle down at Esther's. Oh, yeah, this is the... Wait a minute. So this is the people who had the quote-unquote haunted house, I guess. Before we settled down at Esther's, we traveled around the country, chasing mysteries, doing odd jobs, just bumbling around, really. One day we might be deep in a wood. The next we're traveling at breakneck speed along country roads, evading the authorities. All of which has taken its toll on our poor RV. That's weird. Please give her the clean she deserves to reclaim her crown as queen of the open road. At least I'm going to make 400 for it. I wonder if I am making 400, if that means it's going to take a long time. Hey, Samuel. Turn on first plug. Okay. I wish we had it set up for ALEXA to pull the curtains too. I think me and me need to do that. Or Smith said, just want to say how grateful Jenny and I are for everything you've done for us. It's really helped us get on our feet. So this, yeah, this was the one. Okay, let me just see. This was the one that was owned by this was the detached house, right? It was owned by an actress, Esther Soul, leaving finally at peace. Yeah. It sounds silly, but washing the house when no one else would make such a difference. And as for the car, okay. Is she gonna finish that? Okay, so that's not bad. That color is kind of nasty, though. but it's coming off pretty quickly. And this doesn't have all the little like nooks and crannies like the motorbike had, and certainly that the what they call it, a penny. Well, anyway, the bike with the big wheel had. Although it looks like it may have a little rust. Yeah. So I guess I'll see what comes off, or what's left after I just use the regular yellow nozzle. I think my son actually knows the size of these, but I won't remember it, so I just go by colors. Wow. Yeah, that's rust. Let's see if it comes off. Yeah, so I just need to use the red one. Okay, so that's not bad. I'm not going to waste any metal. No, I'm not going to waste any metal cleaner on it. That would definitely not make sense. Because I just know I'm going to get another big job like the firehouse where there's just tons of metal and I really need like big, wide pieces or areas. And I'm going to really want the metal cleaner then. So maybe I'll get up on the top and get the roof done. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Wow, this thing is... Wow. I wish it were a nicer color. It seems like kind of just a really dull turquoise. I mean, if you're going to be turquoise, be turquoise. Our driving Miss Pebbles live streams flopped. The fans just want Esther, so we sold the car for a lot. I mean, a lot. Okay. Here's a message. It's so hard finding. See, I must be missing something, but I don't. Have a lovely little job. I don't. Is this like threads? So okay. What? UFO volcano. I'm telling. What are they talking about? A volcano? Did I do dirty old house in need of some TLC? Oh, another thing. Careful if you go around the volcano. I did the house and I do not remember a volcano. A lovely little job up the house for you. Okay. See, I find this message center very confusing. Okay, so I had done the car for them. Okay, so I'm just, I don't know if it's just me, but I find it very difficult to, maybe if I go to the job, like pull up the job, messages. Okay, here we go. Our driving Miss Pebbles live streams flop. The fans just want Esther, so we sold the car for a lot. I mean a lot. I mean yes, we do want to supersize lot. Okay. I supersize what? Oh yeah, that's nasty. That's not coming out with the yellow one. What is on this? I wonder if I'm missing something that I'm washing off. Yeah, I mean, there were some kind of symbols, but I've seen that stuff before on other stuff in the game, so... Oh yeah, this has some nasty stuff on it. Now, I wonder, $12.94. How much is the next? Well, I think the next one's pretty relatively expensive. Power washer. heavy duty. So I have the heavy duty one. The professional duty one isn't there yet. I don't want any of the stuff at this point because I want to use my money on practical stuff. So I could get the long extension, I suppose. I guess I could try it out. Okay. Well, I've got the money. Why not? Let's see. So let's try the long extension. Seems like it works just as well. It's cool. Yeah, I think it's just the only thing it's not doing is mostly the spots that are difficult. And I actually can wash something that's pretty close. Yeah, that's just the stuff that's just not going to come off with the yellow nozzle. So now that my boss has given her notice and she's got less than 2 weeks left, maybe a little more than 2 weeks left, it feels like when you're in school and the teacher's out of the room. I mean, I love her. I wish she were staying. So it's not like, oh, we're so glad she's not, focusing on us as much. But it's weird. It's really weird because I sent something about my vacation. I felt like saying, I don't know if you actually care since you're on your way out, but I get the feeling she was just like, whatever you want to do. Can you close curtains? So it is a little weird. I guess we have to actually be adults without being told to. Yeah, okay, so then I don't see any point in getting off this and not finishing the bad spots, so there are a lot of bad spots. Yeah, it's somewhat tedious. What is this stuff? This is metal. Wow. Okay. I'm not going to bitch about it. I'm not going to use the metal. I'm not going to use the metal cleaner up because I'm going to save it for those really huge jobs that I'm sure are coming. Well, this is early release. I wonder how soon I'll actually be done with the available jobs. Maybe I should find out because I'm going to be disappointed when I reach the end. So maybe I should find out so that I'm not caught short being very bummed. Okay, I think I need to crouch to get this. Well, some of it. Yeah, this is tough. It's got all these curves. That's not easy. Oh, there's something. Oh, Is this like an opening? No, but it's... Can I crouch on anymore? Yeah, I can. Okay, so I'm too close. Okay. I should probably use yellow. Still too close. I do have a little room to back up. Okay. Still too close. Okay, so... Okay, I'm gonna stand. That'll probably help. Everything's so close because I'm crouching down. And get the other side. Huh. Am I gonna have to use the red thing? Yes, I will. We raided the attic for all of Esther's old stuff and put it all on the vlog. It's gone bananas. Okay. Man, this stuff is kind of tough. Yeah. It's just, I think it's just the angles. The angles are just really hard. Am I gonna fall down? I just want to make sure I get enough so that I don't have to climb back up here. But some of the stuff, I may only be able to get that by leaning a ladder against that end, I think. Okay, so let's get this stuff. Yeah, this is harder than I thought it would be. Or I guess the dirt is worse than I thought it would be. But I guess it is as advertised. I think she did describe it as being pretty bad, right? I can't remember now. Okay. Okay, I'll take that because it was getting tedious. Although I still have to do these things, which are definitely a problem. These may go, oh, right body. This is part of the body. Yeah, that's gonna be a pain. Is that? No, that's the vent. Okay. And it's all done. And this, I assume, is left body. Roof, that's the roof. That's part of the left body. Okay. Okay. Yeah, when we set up the multiplayer System Shock 2, we had to use Hamachi Logman, which I think I remember we had to use that, I think, with Terraria. It certainly had been a long time. So it was kind of like deja vu. Okay, so both those strips, I think, are in decent shape. Oh, Lord. So that's actually when I should put on the long extension. Okay, so I'll switch to the long extension. And to the yellow. So hopefully this is going to be effective. So I'm going to have to use the red on that. Oh, so I'm taking off like the loose dirt. Guess about half of it is loose. And the rest of it is pretty caked on. Or rust, one or the other. It's kind of cool how you have repeat work from people, and that is actually how things go a lot. My son was saying, well, maybe he could actually get a power washer in real life, and he could make some money doing it. And I don't really know. I mean, this this is a game. Like, your arms aren't getting tired, your hands aren't getting tired, you're not getting cold. You know, the sun's shining. It's daytime. So I think it was a great idea, but I think he'd have to use one in real life for a little while before he could decide whether he'd want to try to make some money at it. Oh, wow. That's bad. Oh my God, look how bad that is. That's metal. Shoot, that's... I mean, it's not horrible, but it's like... Is that what the rest of it looks like? No. For some reason, this end is really bad. Okay. Jenny's changed to traded in cryptozoology for cryptocurrency. Itty bitty coin looks like the next big thing if you need a tip. Yeah, no thanks. These guys just go from one thing to the next. I'm going to be the boring pressure washer person. It just makes money the old-fashioned way. So how tough is it going to be to get around that ladder? Not that bad. There's not that much stuff left. Okay. This window's not clean yet. Huh. Must be, I must need to get stuff on top. Okay. Wow, this rust just sucks, I have to say. So this is all rust, like on the bumper and stuff. So that's why it's not. So I think what I'll do is get the loose dirt off the other side. At least they don't have, I mean, so a house flipper has like night and day, which means you actually have to pay attention to what you're doing and like make sure you do the garden stuff during the day because you can't see what you're doing at night. I guess it would be okay if they had night in this as long as the area was pretty well lit. Felt like I was too close. I was getting too small an area. I'm afraid to see what this looks like. Okay, so it's not terrible. You have to go over those spots with the red nozzle, whatever it is. It's weird, it's like drips there. It's not terrible. The upside of all this is we want you to have the RV. What am I going to do with the RV? We can't have her sitting idle. She's born for the open road. Yeah, I don't think I'm really like on the open road as such. Can I paint her a different color? I'm not really sure what I mean, I have a, maybe you can take your job to other counties, or maybe you know someone in the lookout for one. Well, where's my van, by the way? My van in the other, my van is nowhere to be seen. So am I actually supposed to be taking this? This is interesting, an interesting twist. Okay, so time to start. Oh God, I hate grills. I think I actually will use the metal cleaner for the grill because I hate these grills. They're so tedious. Equipped metal cleaner. How much do I have? Like bumpers and grills, but especially grills. Oh God, they're so horrible. Look at that. I mean, they're just, it's like it doesn't get in there. Am I almost out? I should probably look at other bad parts. Well, that's kind of bad. Getting low. No, I mean, it's just a bumper. It's not any worse. Okay. Refill cleaning liquid. Do I have more? I shouldn't be using it. Oh, wait a minute. I have to use the red, don't I? Mostly. But at least that got a lot of the grill done. Because, man, these grills are such a pain. Probably have to crouch down to get it. Oh, God, look at that. So tedious. Right, so what I'm going to do is do around the outside, because that's probably a little bit easier. Maybe. How much did the grill? Oh, the grill's almost done. Okay, so maybe I'm too far down. Yeah, the grill is like you just have to keep plugging away. That. Now it's down to like little tiny areas. Is that the grill? Yes, it is. So let's see if there's anything. Yeah, underneath. It's not coming out. Well, okay, yeah, it is. I'm just not used to using the red nozzle and having to go over something a couple times. Okay, I wonder if I should look above the top, at the top of the grill. Well, there's a little. It's still there. I'm kind of glad I used that metal cleaner. Okay, I'm going to be too close, aren't I? Okay, grill is done. Wow, this stuff is, I think this is definitely supposed to be rust because it is really a pain. Especially in the cracks and crevices, it just like does not want to come off. So is this actually going to be my new van and like I get it repainted and stuff, presumably? That indicate how dirty can this indicator be? I guess it's pretty dirty. It doesn't look much cleaner. Up too close. I think I kind of skipped one side. I think I need to finish the front. Let's see. Yeah, that's like really taking its time coming off, isn't it? Oh. Man, the rust is just... I mean, when you have a real vehicle that's rusted, you can get the rust off, but then hasn't it... You have to then repaint it, right? You actually have to like sand it and repaint it. I mean, just cleaning off the rust doesn't actually take care of the problem because it's eaten away at whatever protective coating there was. So presumably you have to do something else. Tire. I got a ways to go. So I guess we'll just assume that after I clean rust off stuff, then people are repainting the items. Wow, this bumper is tedious. Okay. Oh, here we go. Got the tire. Well, I'm getting there gradually. I guess next time I will not assume it's going to be a quick job. I didn't realize how much rust there was hiding. Man. Is there anything? No. So I finished the grill and it looks like there isn't anything on the... Well, the front body saw is a little left, but it might be above the grill. Is that... So does the front body include... Yeah, so God only knows where the rest of that is. Oh, okay. So it might be that. Might be that. Which I would have to stand up to do. Yeah, so that's going to be interesting. I have to do the windshield wipers. Okay, let's finish the bumper so we can stand up. Okay. Come on, the bumper's done. Okay. Okay, so let's see. I want to get the front done. Oh, I see. There actually is still a lot, isn't there? I just couldn't see it from where I was crouched. Windscreen is not done. Does that include the stuff under here? I guess so. Yeah. Okay, so the front is done. I mean, it's 4 out of 5 stars, so I just have a lot of little tedious stuff to do. Let's see if we can get this mirror finished. Okay, this window. Oh, you know, I didn't finish eating my dinner, I just realized. I don't think I meant to stream this long. No, I didn't. But this game is just really, really addictive. I really wish I enjoyed cleaning in real life like this, but I used to until I hurt my back. So I did actually enjoy cleaning in the past. I used to clean every single weekend. I know there are a couple of really bad sections. I should probably do those. Like the back bumper, I think is going to be really bad. In this thing, I swear to God, even though it's supposedly clean, it doesn't look any cleaner. It's a weird color combination, like muted turquoise and like muted red. Oh God, this is... What about this one? Ladder. That was not my favorite. Anything round is not fun. Okay, I may have to crouch down to get that stuff. The top part. That looks pretty clean on that side. Just I need to get down. Oh, too close. I hope I'm gonna, if this is gonna be my new van, I hope I paint it a nice blue color, because not loving this. This is like a color combination from the 70s. It just was not meant to be. Oh, I wonder if I'm gonna have to go. See, I'm too close. I think I'm gonna switch to the short extension, because otherwise I probably have to go up on a ladder and look down on that to get it done, and I don't want to do that. You're being difficult. Rear body, yeah, so the... Okay, I'm gonna crouch down and whoa! I don't have to clean under there, do I? Oh man, are you kidding me? I have to do the underside? Oh, maybe it's not bad. How am I supposed to? I don't understand. How am I supposed to do this? Like, how far back am I supposed to go? I'm gonna have to use the long extension thing. Well, this is interesting. So I'll use the short one to get this part done first. Yikes. It just looked like I was so close because I have 4 out of 5 stars. 94%. Okay. I guess it's that last 6% that's going to be the difficult part. Wow. This is not being cooperative. So I had to use the red one. Yeah, this kind of threw me for a loop. I did not expect to have to... Okay, so I should change to the long extension. Obviously. So maybe actually I should change to yellow. I don't know. That's... oh, I can't get very far in, so... I assume at some point it's going to finish it. Oh. This is, because I still have like lots of little places on the body. Oh my God. They make it seem like you're so close to the end. So this is definitely taken much longer than I thought it would. So I don't think I'm going to play PC Simulator after this. Because I actually still have to put up our YouTube video and make thumbnails and all that stuff. And apparently I just realized I did not finish dinner. So I need to do that. Okay, so obviously way too close to this. Let's see how much I can do. Oh, so that's like rust on the bumper, right? Jeez, the underside is almost done. That's exhaust, so that's actually separate. Oh my God, you're kidding me. So the underside on this side, oh, too close. I meant to push S. Oh, Jesus. Do I actually get paid for this? Or is the payment the RV? I'm not sure an RV is very practical for this kind of business because, I mean, you need something where the door is open in the back so you can get equipment out, right? I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Left body, I'm like, it looks like I'm so close, but I don't think I really am. I'm up to 97% clean. Like, never again will I assume. Like that one I did yesterday, the SUV, that was really fast. I was done practically before I started. But this has so much rust on it. And graffiti, or whatever that is. Not sure what that's supposed to be. It sounded like they had some unusual adventures. How am I supposed to get that? There. There's a little under there. That's the left body. The left body just finished? Okay. And then these little parts. So is there anything... It's only 97%. Okay, but that side is done. Oh. Okay, that tire is done. Okay. Windscreen not done, and I bet some of that is above. I'm gonna have to... That done? The indicator? Nope. That one's not done either. Okay, that one's done now. What about this one? Windscreen has some underneath there. Okay, so those guys are done. Windscreen's still... I bet all the dirt's up top. Okay, grill is done. Bumper is done. Okay, there's some up there. And any on the windscreen on this side? No, it's all up top, isn't it? Okay. Oh, that's bad. I think, yeah. I think the wider one is called for. Wing mirror. Where are you still dirty? Oh, around the edges. Okay. Oh, windscreen still has a little... Oh, yeah, it's all mostly on top. Okay, so this, the back of it is dirty. And it's still really dirty somewhere. Where is it? Let's see. Indicator cleaned. Still have a little to do on the underside, don't I? I think I will climb up on the roof again and get the rest of the windscreen. Okay, so get that finished and then see if I can get... Is there any on the mirror up here? Yeah. Kind of. Okay, so there it is. Yeah, it's in the crevices I couldn't reach. Well, not crevices, but like areas. Okay, so that one's done. Okay, so the windscreen's done. Is there anything? That one's done. The vent's done. This, as I recall, there wasn't much I could still do from up here. This, the right body, still needs stuff, but I don't think it's anything I can get from... Oh! Wow, there is still stuff. Oh, God. I guess this stuff I can only hope to get it up here. I could move a ladder over, actually. So I'll finish this side. That's not good. I may have to move the ladder and then finish that part. So why am I not moving the ladder? Okay. So, yep. I can move it to here. Actually, I was going to move it to the end, the back, wasn't I? Brilliant. Okay, that was the tire, right? The hubcap's done. So right body still has a fair amount. Doesn't look like it when you look at the line there, but I think I know enough about it now to know that it's... The problem is when it's all these little parts, these little crevices and stuff. Those are the things that take a while. Because you have to aim just right. Is that one done? Tire, hubcap, yeah, okay. So I think I'm gonna move this to the back. Okay, and get... Okay, rear body. Okay, so the ladder's done, but I have to do the thing over there. The rest of the rear body. Do I have to move the... It's saying it's 99%. Doesn't look like 99%. There's that. So the rear body's done? Yes. That's the bumper though. And that's the spare wheel. Bumper is... I know there's stuff there. Where is it again? Okay, gotta get that one done. Okay, so I know there's stuff on the bumper. Where is it? And I still have some stuff to do on the underside. Probably not a lot, but why can't I get this one? Because the ladder's in the way. That's why. So I think I have to get up on the ladder and then look over to the right. What about this? This one's... That was a piece of cake. So that's the wheel. Where's the dirt on the bumper? Is it underneath? I thought I got all of it. I don't see anything. It must be underneath. Okay. So I probably need to go out the Oh. There's still some right body. Yes. Okay. Oh, yeah. So that part needs to be done. What about that one? Yeah, the indicator's dirty. Okay. Oh. Okay, so that's done. And there's where the bumper was still dirty, or at least part of it. Okay, so that's done. The bumper still isn't done. It must be underneath where... Oh, there's some. God, could that be any harder to get? There's some on the end. Come on. guys, seriously. Okay, so I gotta get those. Okay, the tire's done. I probably am gonna have to crouch down for the rest of it. Oh, I see where the bumper's dirty under there. Okay, so that's the windows still, and that one's not done. What about that one? That one's done. Okay. Okay, and that indicator is done. Oh, too close. So, but this is the exhaust. The underside is the underside. The underside's done. Oh, the exhaust is being difficult. Trying to figure out what direction. Okay, so that's going out toward me. These are down to like tiny, tiny, tiny parts. Okay, so the underside's done, so I don't need to work on that. Where's the exhaust still dirty? And where's the bumper still dirty? Oh, God, the bumper's still dirty in like one of those really hard to find places. Yeah, apparently it is. Okay, let's look at the list. Okay, so bumpers, hubcaps, and indicators. Exhaust, yeah, I know the exhaust is. Okay, so the bumper and the exhaust, I think, are the biggest problems here because they... Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so the exhaust is done. Bumper, man, this thing's a pain. Where is it still? Is it maybe dirty on the end still of this one? A little bit. Okay, so that's something. Is it? Yep, there it is. Come on. Oh, okay, so there's a big part in there. Okay, so the bumper's done. One of the hubcaps and one of the indicators. Hubcap, 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 indicator. Are there any other indicators? No. That's a headlight, not an indicator, right? What about these? Indicator. Okay, so that one's still dirty. So just one hubcap left. And then perhaps this is mine. I'm trying to figure out how I would graciously accept it if this were real life. Harper here, just want to thank you again for gifting me the RV. I'm about to hit the road heading for pastures unknown. She's so beautiful and so clean. I know you said not to, but I've sent some cash. What the? I thought it was going to me. Where's my van? How much did I make for cleaning this? $400. I don't understand. I know you said not to, but I sent some cash over. Maybe put it toward a washer upgrade. Take care, and I'll keep an eye out for any interesting jobs for you. The best. What? Who's Harper? Oh, level complete? Is that job complete or level complete? Who's Harper? Was that my first, the person who sent the first job my way? Clean the back garden. No, that was Calvin. Who's Harper? Clean the bungalow. Calvin. Playgrounds. Now that's park warden. Okay, who's Harper? Harper Shaw Home Garage. Van looks fantastic. So yeah, this was like the first person, but I don't, this is not like in order, so it's a little confusing. Okay, so I don't have anything new. I don't. So all I have is the skate park and the treehouse. So a pretty decent amount of money. Okay, so I think that's all for today. I'm a little bummed because it sounded like I was going to get this. Not that I really wanted it, but I do want to know where my van is. Where's my van? Open tablet to continue. Oh, so in other words, just to exit, they mean. Main menu, career mode. Okay, so it's just saying go to your next job. Okay, I know I'm belaboring this, but I'm just a little, kind of was hoping there would be, I don't know, something new that would pop up. Anyway, so that is all for tonight. So thank you for anyone who's been watching, especially Mike. Thank you for watching. For anyone who's going to be watching the VOD, obviously, thank you too. I really appreciate you spending time with me. And so I hope you enjoyed it.